everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the Author Collaborative. Thank you for your patience so far. We have attempted this for a couple of times today, and there's some Insta glitch which has delayed the start of this episode. Thank you for staying connected. Hopefully, this time we will not be facing any issues, and we should have a hassle free episode from now on. Thank you, Sukana. Thank you, Tanvi. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. Hopefully, this time everything should go smoothly. Let's see. I am adding today's guest, Namita Das. I have read her latest book, Love, Lies, and Friendship and Best Friend Ties, and it's a fun rom com. I really enjoy reading it. We'll be talking about that book and also about many other things related to books and movies. Do stay connected. It's going to be a fun episode. Hi of Wind and Fire. Thank you for joining. It's going to be another episode of the Author Collaborative where I'll be talking to my guest, who is Namita Das, and we'll be talking about her latest book. Hi Namita, she is here, and let's begin today's episode. Today we have attempted to start the episode for 4 times, and this is the fifth attempt, and hopefully this will be the final one. Everyone who was with us in the attempt so far, thank you so much for your patience and sorry for the delay. Namita, I'm sending you a request again. Please accept. Okay, somehow Namita is not able to join us yet again. I don't know how many attempts this is going to take to start today's episode. I am extremely sorry for the delay. Namita, I am sending you the invitation. It seems that when you are sending the invitation, it's not getting accepted. Let me send you the invitation. Did you receive it?
Now can you see me?
I still cannot, but we are going to continue like this. I don't know what else to do.
Others viewers can see us, both of us.
Viewers, if
We'll
you're
wait
still
for
here
them.
with us, please let us know if you can see both of us.
Because I can see Manali, but somehow Manali cannot see me. And now
Yeah,
this
I
time
can
I will
see
not
you myself.
disconnect.
No, I'm not doing one more attempt.
And
Bas ho
I'm
gaya.
tired now.
The poor man is here who has kept us entertained and motivated throughout these attempts. Thank
Okay,
you.
pricked inside. You can see both of us. Okay, let's get started.
Yes. Okay. So, Namita, let's skip the introductions. We all know who you are now. This is your fourth or fifth appearance on the show, and let's just go ahead with saying that you are an author,
Uh-huh.
है ना?
Mm-hmm.
Author and a blogger.
Author and a
And
blogger. And okay, no, not adding anymore. Because the other day when I added all of my what I am doing, and someone just commented, someone, not my old classmate, schoolmate, he commented that one person is so many adjectives and names in front of you. It was a bit like, oh, maybe like I should be very certain of what I'm saying in front of the audience. So for here, I am an author, nothing
yes,
else.
and we are doing author collaborative, so it's
Yeah,
obvious
doing
that you are
author
an author.
collaborative. Hmm.
Okay, so we will begin by showing your books. Hello. This is the book we are going to talk about.
Oh, it looks
Love,
so
Lies, and
cute.
Love, Lies, and Best Friend Ties. It's a
अरे
fun.
बोलो, at least someone say it is cute.
Okay, yes, of course it's cute. I mean, I have already appreciated so much.
हाँ,
कमेंट में कोई वैलिडेशन दे दो यार कवर
सच
बहुत
में
क्यूट है
या मत दो, go and read it.
ये भी चलेगा.
After this life, okay, stay till the end of this life, then go back and then buy the book, read it, and leave a review for me.
Yeah.
I will really
Yeah.
appreciate
So
that.
Tanvi is saying it's cute. See, you got validation. एक तो validation आ
Thank
गया.
you.
Hi, Sushi. Uh, okay. A lot of people have been really patient and they have joined all the
Really
5
sorry for
times that I
that.
have
I
been in.
apologize to everyone, and I really appreciate that you have stuck around for 30 minutes. It almost took us 30 minutes to join the live,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate everybody who stuck around. Thank you so much.
And we are still like not 100% because
But
मुझे
we are
सिर्फ
managing for you guys.
yeah. Okay, a lot of new people have joined in. Thank you,
Yeah.
Apurva. Thank you, Vinay. We also have Freya. Okay, thank you. Thank you everyone for joining. Okay, without further ado, I am going to read out my favorite and most funniest moment from the book. And then I'm going to, bombard you with the questions that I have.
Mm-hmm.
So this particular chapter is titled Shifting.
Oh.
My favorite one because I laughed for 10 minutes straight after reading that particular passage.
All
Then the
right.
confusion happened.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Taking directions from Rena, Sachi drove for around 20 minutes and reached a 12-story gated building. A strange name for a complex. Rajiv giggled and pointed to a building. The name My Fair Legs glowed with LED bulbs. If someone in this building is expecting a parcel, how will they guide the delivery guy? Hello? Yeah. Where are you right now? Look straight. Do you see my fair legs? Yeah, okay. Just enter it. Be quick. Come right inside. Sachi bit her tongue, chortling aloud. Rajiv gestured for her to stop. He seemed mortified at Sachi's nonchalant gag, trying to be his genteel self in front of Rena. Rena, leaning comfortably in the back seat, didn't pay any heed to the banter in front seat and broadcasted loudly that their destination had arrived. Stop, 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 we have arrived. Hachi pressed the brake suddenly and the car halted. Where? All they could see were some shops. Reverse, reverse, we came ahead. Raina prodded Sachi's shoulders. Yup, sure, wait, take it easy. Sachi caressed her shoulders as she reversed her car. Stop, stop, stop. Rana prodded her shoulder again and Sachi pressed the brakes hard in front of the gate they had passed by. This one, Mayfair Legends. Rana pointed as she opened the back door of the car. Sachi and Rajiv narrowed their eyes and peeked closely. It was the same building, My Fair Legs. The bulbs for the letters A in Mayfair and E and D at the end of the word legend had fused, totally changing the meaning of the building's name.
Okay.
My Fair Legs. Okay.
So this has
I'm going to control my laughter here because I was actually
I
imagining
wrote it,
this
but I am
both
laughing like
directions.
anything because it was really so funny. And this has really happened, not like the LED bulbs were not really fused, but there were some alphabets which were missing. And then I just came up with this joke. But Mayfair Legends, My Fair Legs is 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 totally possible.
Okay. Without further ado, I'm going to start the questions or we'll just continue laughing and कुछ नया जोक आ जाएगा हमारे दिमाग में.
We don't
Okay.
really have much time, My son is going to come in and he'll be the next guest for you.
मुझे तो वैसे भी कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है नमिता.
But then people who are looking like there was someone asking me who is Namita and all. So maybe for them, if they stick around, they'll know me, my son, and everyone in the family then.
Yes. Okay. So my first question to you is, how do you manage to put social intos into your stories and still keep your stories fun and relatable? I mean, each of your stories, especially the last two stories that I have read, they all had a strong social message also, in between all the fun and banter that's happening between the characters. There was a lot of fun. So how do you manage to do that? They are also like, very hatke from the stories that we generally read. They are not cliched, if that's the right word I'm using. They are uncliched. And that's what makes them, really maybe something unique, maybe a unique reading experience. So tell me about the process that makes them so hatke.
I love the word hatke. That's the first adjective. I have got a different kind of adjective for my books. And to answer your question, there are so many things I can say about it right now. Um, First of all, right, talking about social issues. So yes, whenever I write a story, I do have something in my mind, an underlying social issue, not even social, but any kind of issue that I want to project and I want to talk about it. But then what happens is most of the time when you just go ahead and talk about, for example, in this book, when we are talking about the LGBT, it's an LGBT theme. If I just go around talking about, the lesbian rights, gay rights, and human rights and everything, people don't really want to listen. And after some time they lose interest and it becomes a very what you say serious kind of discussion. But then I also believe that when we are doing when we have to convey a message, the best way is storytelling. So when I am trying to, even like when I'm talking to my son, if I have to explain something to him, I cannot just go on like, you cannot do this, this is not fair, that way he's not going to understand. So I have to weave that story around. I have to do some wordplay. I have to do something that the person who I am talking to or who is reading my work is going to be engaged, but also entertained, and in the end is aspired by what they are reading.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be like, and when we say about cliche writing, so why I steer away from cliche writing? Because most of them do that. Most of them are writing the same thing, going on and on again and again. We are doing the same repetitive things. And even when we talk about rom-coms, the underlying plot is always the same. There's a guy, he meets a girl, or a girl meets a guy, one of them falls in love, and then there will be they meet, they have a meet cute, and then they'll go on a few dates, and then all of a sudden there will be a big misunderstanding, and then that misunderstanding has to be resolved, and in the end they get into they a happy forever, or whatever, depends on the author. So it's like, this is something that we read all the time, so I don't want to do that. So even if I come up with one book a year or one book in 5 years, I'll make sure that it's different. I'll make sure that it is something that people have not read, so that when they read it, they don't say that, I have read this before, what's new? I don't want that comment. So that is one of the reasons that I try to keep it different. I try to keep it unique. I try to talk about things that need to be talked about, but people steer away, or people are shying away from talking about it. But that is what I think. Like I can't, I don't know if it is cliched or uncliched, but now if we are saying that it's uncliched, I'm really great. I'm really thrilled right now to know that people are out there who don't think that my writing is cliched or it is not something that it is unique. So it's really a very nice thing to know right now, and it is really motivating me to do more, write more.
That's great, because yes, I have noticed this pattern, and I have read more than a couple of your books now. So, as a reader who has read your writing in detail, I notice this pattern that your stories are a little different from what I have read.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my second question. We have already spoken about how your stories are different, but what makes them really relatable is, I think, the humor part in it. And I have already read a passage which was, for me, the funniest part of the entire book. There are many such anecdotes in the full book, but this was my favorite. I want to understand from you, who has written humor who has managed to inculcate the humor factor in all of your books. How do you go about writing, making something funny? Like, it can be an everyday incident, but your writing makes it so much fun to read about, and whoever is reading it is sure to LOL over it. So, tell me, can you share a few tips on how you go about making your writing funny?
I think it's in my nature itself. Like when I am trying, even when I'm trying to talk to someone, and even if it is going to be a serious conversation, I try, it doesn't end up to be a very serious conversation unless there's something like someone is really offended by me, but that rarely happens. But if I say, what I do is, my likings or my preferences are more about comedy shows, sitcoms, rom-coms. So I watch that a lot. A lot as in a lot. I have watched The Office 3 times.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
it's people say that the first season is very boring and all, but I still watch it because I like it. And this, I'm talking about The Office because most of the sitcoms, what happens is there is a background laughing noise or something. When there's a joke on the screen, there will be a laughing noise, and then that will that will provoke you to laugh because you're hearing that sound.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But if you watch The Office, it's like a normal conversation that is going on between two people,
Okay,
but
I'm
you
just
as
going
a
to pause you for a minute because we are losing a loyal member of the audience. The Purpur man is saying 25% battery left. Please put your phone in charging. There's going to be a lot more fun ahead in the conversation.
yeah,
So
otherwise
please,
it's your loss.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was saying that what happens in The Office is that they're like two people, three people having a good conversation and they are doing something. There's no slapstick comedy like a typical Bollywood movies. They're making faces and all, they're doing some antics. It's not like that.
Right.
It's just a normal conversation which is going on. But you, as an audience, will understand what is the humor, underlying humor between and going on beneath those words or beneath those conversations. So I like kind of shows where you just have, even if you read Love Lives or Best Friend Ties or other humor like It's Funny, Oops, I Mean Funny, you'll see that is what I have tried to maintain. It's a normal conversation. I'm not trying hard to make, I'm not trying hard to create humor over there. It is just a conversation.
Yeah.
But you as a reader will feel that, oh, this is so funny, I want to laugh.
Hmm.
And even in my last live, I think I said about this thing, I told the same thing, that many people, what they do is when they're writing humor, they try to explain what the joke was.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you are underscoring your own joke over there. When you try to explain,
Hmm.
you just make the joke and leave it. If people don't understand, just let it go. The moment has passed. If you try to explain that joke, anyways the person is not going to laugh, so leave it over there.
Hmm.
That joke, whoever's cup of tea it was, they'll get it. And this is
Huh.
something that my husband does. He has a knack of humor. Everywhere he'll go and he'll be like cracking jokes and passing comments and making puns and everything. And in Uganda, there have been times where the accent, because we have an Indian accent and here they have more of an British accent. So
Hmm.
what happens is many times our accent or his accent is not clear, and the whoever the other person is, they don't get the joke. And then we'll just like look into the eye to each other because I understood what it was, the other person didn't. But just let it go, because if we go and try to explain that thing, oh, I just passed a joke, nothing, and all, they'll be like, yeah, okay, fine. So, so, so that is the thing that you have to keep in mind when you're writing humor. And secondly, if you have to think about a formula to write humor, first of all, it is observation. Keep
Hmm.
observing. Be very, like, you shouldn't be more of what you say, talking. What
Hmm.
happens is most people, when two of them are talking, they are not observing. They're just like thinking, getting it, thinking in the mind and thinking a response, like isko kya response dena chahiye abhi, how can I come up with a witty response to this.
Hmm.
That's not going to work at all. You just have to be silent, patient, observe what is going on. Automatically a witty response will trigger in your mind. But if you
Hmm.
force your mind that I have to think of something witty, I have to think of something witty, you did not, what do you say, enjoy the situation. You did not observe, you do not know what happened,
Hmm.
right? The first thing what I think is, it is observation. Second, I feel it is also timing.
Hmm.
Sometimes, like I said, the moment is gone, it's gone. If it's gone,
Hmm.
you don't force it. So observation, timing, and secondly is some wordplay. You
Yeah.
need, like, you should be very good with your words, and also do not offend anyone when you're trying to be funny or
Yes.
something. So don't
That
do
is
that.
also important. Yes.
Yeah, and also I would say while writing, a bit of an exaggeration, like you have to exaggerate a bit
Hmm.
while writing, not talking, like not when I'm having a conversation, I will not exaggerate, but like while writing, maybe a little bit of exaggeration
Hmm.
is okay. So
Okay.
that is how I feel, like that is how it comes to me.
That those are some great tips, and I love what you said about the don't explain the joke. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, and also not being too obvious about it.
Yeah.
That's also very well put. Thank you for sharing those
Because
tips.
sometimes what happens, you crack a joke and then you're smiling yourself and you're like, you make a fool of yourself. You forgot that. Like if you watch stand-up comedians, what they do is they are not laughing themselves, like they're cracking it, ha ha ha. They're not doing this. Like they just have a
Hmm.
straight face and
Hmm.
they have a nice smile,
Hmm.
and they're just going on and on. And the audience, however provoking the audience is, however good the audience is, they are laughing and they are giggling and they're falling off the chair. The stand-up comedian will not laugh because their job is to make people laugh, not laugh themselves. So you have to remember this thing when you're trying to write humor also, that it's not you. You should think from the other person's perspective. Like if a reader
Hmm.
reads this, will they laugh? What will they feel? What will be the emotions that will go around while they are reading this? You just don't think that मुझे हंसी आई तो सबको हंसी आएगी. It's not like that.
Okay. Well put. Okay, that brings me to the end of my questions for you. You have also read my latest book.
Yeah.
Would you like to share your thoughts?
Yeah. Before that, I'll start with my favorite poetry.
Also show the cover.
Huh?
Cover
Cover,
भी
but
दिखा
it will be black and white. Okay, I don't
हाँ,
have that shiny, nice.
मैं दिखाती हूँ
कहाँ आप दिखा दो.
because self promotion is best promotion.
Yeah, of course. You have to blow your own trumpet until people start doing that for you.
So this is the book that Namita has read. It is my latest book, Knight in
Love the
Shining
color
Armor.
of the cover.
And thank you so much. It is a poetry book. Yes, Namita, go on.
Okay, so my favorite one is Scars to My Beautiful. So I'll start reading it. What if those spots we see on the moon aren't blemishes on its beauty? What if the spots are nothing but scars, not unlike the scars we carry? What if, like us, the moon also got hurt and the spots are the mark of those hardships? What if we could also learn to be beautiful and glowing despite those scars? What if those scars could be a badge of honor, a remembrance, a memoir, a test in time of our valor and strength, a star on our shoulders like a soldier? What if we too can be identified beyond those spots? What if being scarred for life with internal and external spots to mark our bodies and minds could be not a blemish on our beauty, but an add on to our charms? I really, really, really love this poem. Why? And it really resonated with me because when I was growing, I'm dark. So I always used to get those comments like, she's so dark and what is going to happen? She will never get married. And Indian households, how they give, they'll pour all
Yeah,
basin and chandan and everything on you and try to make a, swan out of a crow. It's not
yeah,
possible. So it's my natural color. So I had a very hard time accepting this thing that, yeah, this is how I look, this is how I am, and this is my color, and this is beautiful. I don't need a lighter shade. I don't need to wear like hundreds of makeups and hundreds of masks to cover this color. This is how it is.
yeah.
So I'll do what I like to do. If I like to wear something, I like it. If I like, for the color of my dress also, there used to be comments like, oh, you are so dark,
You
you
are
shouldn't
dark
wear
skin, so you
yellow.
don't shouldn't
Yeah,
wear
you
those
should
colors.
wear
Yes.
black. And when I was a child, I always used to think like, should I buy this color or not? What if like people pass comments on this color doesn't suiting me? But then as I grew, I realized that life is very short. I'll do what I want to do. I'll wear what I want to wear.
Yeah.
If I like black, I'll wear black. If I like yellow, I'll wear yellow. I don't need anybody's validation that yes, this color suits me or this color does not. So that is where this poem really resonated with me, and I really loved
I'm
this poem.
so happy to hear that. Really. And it makes me very happy that, it touched you personally.
Yeah.
And it means a lot because I am writing from my experience probably or from my observations. And to see that it has connected beyond the people I have seen or observed or from my personal experience, it's really good. As a writer, you know that validation
Yeah.
means a lot.
Yes, it does. But some for and these things are really important for the growing generation, like for people now, the kids now, even for my son. I never talk about how good looking he is or how handsome he is or how smart he looks. I talk about his actions, like was his action smart, what he's doing is, because I haven't ever given him a compliment that he's looking good, because I don't want to put that good bad ugly thing in his mind, because I have grown with it and I know how it feels inside when someone tries to put you down because how you look, and your talents have been overlooked. The first thing is that how you look is the impression. They're not even going to talk to you to understand if you really have those talents. So that is not how the world works, right?
Yeah.
I can sit behind the computer and I can do everything. I can write funny quotes and everything.
Yeah.
But if someone sees me and says that, no, you cannot write funny. On this, it's not written if I can write a funny
Yeah.
note or not, if I can write a humor novel or not. It's
Exactly.
not written here. It's here. So you need to look beyond this. So that is what I
Yes.
want to teach my son as well.
That wow. We went into a very deep conversation
Yeah.
about uh, skin shaming. Yeah, and I'm so glad we brought up this topic. It's really very relevant.
Yeah.
Thank you. I am happy that my poetry brought out this topic.
It did. And it's really a wonderful job that you have done over there. So my question is, in Knight in Shining Armor, your poetry captures the essence of night. You
Hmm.
have two facets and pursuits, and it's mostly with vivid imagery you are showing, like how night looks, moon, star, everything.
Hmm.
So can you share your creative process, like how do you craft these poems, like what are the emotions that evoke in you that you go and write these? I mean, how do you think of, how do you imagine
Uh,
these poems?
uh, so poetry for me, 90% of the time, poetry is something very personal to me. It's about my experiences or my observations mostly. It's very rare that I write about something in a poetry form where it's from a third person perspective or something that I have not seen or observed. So that makes it emotional for me as well. And somewhere I also read that if your own writing doesn't move you, you cannot expect the reader to be moved by it. So I truly believe in that. अगर मुझे खुद को वो feelings नहीं आ रही है, I don't think the reader who is going to read my writing is going to feel that. So that's one thing. Now, coming to Knight in Shining Armor, the theme was very personal for me because I am a night owl. और मैंने रात को मतलब sleepless nights like very normal for me. Once,
Hmm.
like in a week, I'm sure I spend 5 days where I'm awake till 3 a.m. So yeah, that was very easy for me, Knight in Shining Armor, to write about nighttime observations and experiences because I myself experienced them a lot. Most of the experiences that I have talked about in the pursuits section of Knight in Shining Armor, I have experienced them. So that's how the ideas came. Uske beyond, once I have an idea, once I have a broader theme and an idea in my head, I think I work very well with prompts. If you are lacking in terms of
Yeah.
ideas, Google is full of prompts. You can go to them, look for prompts, look for images, look for writing prompts, and just put down whatever thoughts that you are coming to your head. It doesn't necessarily have to be like Nobel Literature Award मिलेगा उसके लिए. Don't have that thought in your mind. Just write what you feel. And when you are writing from the heart, I feel that वो अच्छा ही होगा. So write whatever comes from your heart. मेरे लिए it's worked so far, and I'm sure if somebody else also follows it and is able to convey their feelings, it would work for them also. They would also be able to evoke emotions in the mind of the readers. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what worked for me.
That's absolutely true. Like someone who is trying to write and is facing a writing block, prompts are a very good way to
Yeah.
get out of the writing block. And also, like you said, that write from your heart, whatever you feel. Here, I want to add something, like the story that was selected for Adda. Uh, I just, like, one night I sat there, my son was sleeping. I just pulled out my laptop and I thought I just want to write this story. I wrote it and I submitted it
Hmm.
because it was something that came out of my heart. I want to write it,
Hmm.
and it got selected. But at the same time, there have been times where I have put my brain and I have, plotted and everything, like there shouldn't be a single plot hole and everything. And those stories never get selected. So
Yeah,
so what you said, totally I can understand, because yeah, you have to write from your heart. And when you try to apply your brain, it really messes up, I feel, your writing, because when you are trying to apply your brain, you are just trying to make it good, and appealing to others, which is not really, like, if you write from your heart, it will automatically be appealing. The right audience will connect with it. But don't try and have a crowd coming in and try to make everybody like your work. So
exactly.
that's one thing.
Don't force that
Yes.
creativity out of yourself.
Yes.
I believe it's writing is a very organic process, and especially if you are writing something that you want people to feel an emotional connect with.
Mm.
Acha, if you are writing something which is non-fiction probably and doesn't have your personal experience in it, yes, you can
Mm.
not think about the emotions that it will evoke. But if you are writing something personal and you want to talk about topics like mental health
Yeah.
especially, or something like
Mm.
a social issue which you also talk about, so that has to have some bit of emotional connect also.
Because it has to touch the heart of the audience. Okay, so then my next question is, in your book, you have given a lot of recommendations of songs and video renditions, where you have told like what song will go good with which selected poems. So what was the process like? How did you think that this multimedia approach is going to have an impact on the readers, and what was your idea behind doing this thing?
you know it's very interesting. The video rendition idea actually came to me when I was working on my previous poetry book, which I released last year, Mindful Musings and Peaceful Ponderings. And when I inculcated those videos in my previous book, they were received very well. There were lesser number of video renditions in that book compared to this one. This one I think has 5 to 6, and that one only had 2 or 3. Despite that, whenever the readers read that particular poem and then went back and looked at the video renditions, I observed that those who are getting more emotional connect with the readers. And how I came up with the video rendition idea is also very interesting, because I had seen a lot of reels on Instagram where people are giving a voiceover and they're
Mm-hmm.
writing, and I see that they have a very good reach and a better emotional connect compared to when we are just writing and not narrating, or giving it an AV rendition. So that's how I came with the idea, and when I inculcated in mindful music, it was very well received. So I continued the same saga with this particular book also, Knight in Shining Armor. As for the music, it's actually something that came up in my mind at the very last moment. I'll be honest with you. I had already put out the date for publishing the book, and I was, going through the final drafts, doing the pagination and stuff, and final edits to the book before uploading it to KDP. Just while I was doing that, I had kept some or the other playlist on, and it happened to be a playlist where all the night songs were there. I also have a nighttime playlist for myself, and whenever I'm feeling like I need some music to go with what I'm doing, I put on that particular playlist. And suddenly, spur of the moment, I thought uh, all the songs have the word stars and chand and what all the elements that I'm talking about in the book, they are all there in the songs. So I was like, why should I not fuse the two? And it was just a very spur of the moment idea. I incorporated it without even thinking about how it will be received. मुझे अच्छा लगा इसलिए मैंने डाल दिया. And now that I think about it, and when I'm reading the reviews, it's very surprising for me that that particular element of the book is being appreciated the most. Ki, it's something unique for the readers also. They have probably not come across something where they have been asked to pair one poem with one song and read with that song on. So it was, I'm very sure, a unique experience for the readers also. And so far, whoever has read has come back and told me that they really enjoyed that particular bit. So yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So you just have to go with your creative process and trust your instincts, I
Yeah.
guess.
That's true. Like I said, whatever comes to your mind first, just let it happen. Don't apply your brain later कि ये बराबर होगा ये नहीं अच्छा होगा
Yeah,
कि नहीं, because that will mess it up for sure. So
yeah,
it was really because you know you have also recommended Chand Chupa Badal mein from Hum Aapke Hai Kaun, and it was so nostalgic. I read your book when I before bed, and the next morning I got up and I played that song because somehow I felt like I was in school when this movie came. Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam.
yeah.
The first thing I did was I want to watch that song. It was so nice, like blue stars and everything. Not blue
Yeah.
stars, blue dress of Aishwarya, and it was a very very nice, soothing song. And it was, and really thank you for bringing up that again. So
So happy to hear
the
that because I
forgotten.
know. Yeah, because I know what you're saying. I was also in school when that movie came out, and a lot of the songs are even before we were born, I
Even
think.
before that, yeah.
Yeah, so uh, in that way, a lot of people have got to reconnect with their childhood, and also they have come to know about songs that they never heard of. So
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah, some of the songs were very, very old, like never heard of it. But yeah, it just like brought back those memories of those songs, and associated memories, like what happened during our school days and how we used to sing, how
Exactly.
we used to use those songs in Antakshari and all. So it was really
Yes.
nice.
So happy to hear that. Now we are done with the questions that we had for each other related to the book. We come to the favorite part, my favorite part of the show, which is the rapid fire round. So we'll do one me and one you. Do you want to start or should I
And
start? What do you want?
you tell me.
I was told by a guest in one of the previous episodes that since the guest is a guest of honor, they should start. So I'm
Oh,
giving
okay. I don't mind.
the guest has to start because I have invited. So
All right, no problem. So my first question, favorite time of your day or night, and why? I think I know that,
नाइट नाइट
but
नाइट फॉर श्योर नाइट मुझे कुछ भी दे दो मैं उल्लू हूँ people have so many people in my circle have named me उल्लू because कभी भी मुझे रात को तुम मैसेज या कॉल करो I will pick up.
that's really nice. So I should ask the next question also.
No, no,
Sorry.
no, my turn now.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, so my next question to you is do you like Namita as a short story writer or as a novelist? I believe this is your first novel, right?
Yeah, you can say that. Otherwise, others were novellas, like they were very short.
Yeah,
This one was the longest I have written till now.
yeah. So Namita as a short story writer or as a novelist, which one do you prefer and like more?
Short story writer. Novel is too much work, too much work, I'll say. Like you have to plot, then you have to think about plot holes, and then you have to have adjacent stories and accompanying characters and everything. But I feel that the issues or the topics that I talk about, what I did in 50,000 words, I can also do in 5,000 words. So
Hmm.
when I can say the same thing in lesser words, then why should I use the
Right.
time,
Right.
energy,
So well put.
pages?
Yeah.
And and also from a person point of view, like I like shorter things. Like I want things to finish very fast. What happened with this novel also, when I was
Hmm.
writing, I gave myself 2 hours every day, and I was like, I have to finish writing one chapter in a day. Otherwise it used
Hmm.
to, it used to tick in my mind that I have not done, I have just written half of it, I have to finish it. So it's like, if I start writing this chapter, I have to finish it. So it took me
Hmm.
like 1.5 2 months to finish this story, to finish writing Love Lies and Best Friend Ties. But otherwise, I prefer writing short stories because, like I said, what I can do in 50,000 words, I can also do in 5,000 words. So I prefer to do that. Like, कम बोल के बहुत ज़्यादा बोल दिया. The
So well put.
impact is
Yeah,
important.
yeah, it is a fact, yes. In fact, when people ask me also, I would always say कि, poetry, short story, and then novel. This is my preferred, writing pattern. यही मेरा preference.
Because I don't know if I'll write a novel again after this. I wanted to give it a try because I always thought that I should try it. If I'm a writer, I call myself a writer, I should also try this thing. And I did write, but I don't know if I will ever write a novel again.
Okay, interesting. uh,
You'll see my short stories, you'll see my novellas, but that I'm sure you'll be able to read. But novel, I don't promise, because I myself don't know if I will be able to write it again. If I can commit myself to do that again.
okay, interesting.
Okay.
Your
So,
turn now.
so my next question is, uh, if you have to describe Nisa in one word, what will that be?
In one word, I think it's charming.
Charming.
In one word, it's very charming because I am talking about elements of the night which are in itself very charming. Like, I don't think I have ever met a person who's not fascinated by the moon and stars.
For me, it's enchanting.
Sorry.
For me, it's enchanting.
Hmm.
Your Nisa. If I have to give one word, I'll give it enchanting.
That's also one word. Yes, another adjective I've got. Okay, my next question to you is, you have focused on LGBTQ in two of your stories now, Grey Rainbow Love and this one.
Sorry,
So,
sorry, I missed your question.
yeah, you have focused on LGBT in two of your books now, and I want to understand your favorite. Which one was your favorite out of the two, and the one you enjoyed writing more? I think you already answered, but I
Manali,
want to know.
I'm so sorry. Just hold on for 1 second.
No problem.
Cuckoo, ask auntie. Sorry, he just came home. He wants water. Yeah.
It's
Uh,
okay. He has
uh,
made an appearance before, and he only adds more charm to the conversation.
okay, so what was your question again? I'm so sorry.
No problem. So, you have focused on LGBT in two of your books now. I want to know which one you enjoyed writing more.
Um, I'll say that I enjoy writing Love Lies and Best Friend Ties more. But when I say Grey Rainbow Love, I did not start it as a LGBT book. It
Okay.
was more of the other part of the book. So LGBT was just like an accompanying. Those two characters were just an accompanying character. But if I have to think from a fun point of view, then yeah, Love Lies and Best Friend Ties was more fun writing because
Okay.
while I was writing, I was like laughing myself and I was thinking that how I can make it more entertaining while maintaining the theme of the book.
Okay.
So that is why I loved writing Love Lies and Best Friend Ties more.
Okay. Fair enough. Your turn.
If you can give me just 1 minute, I'm really
Sure,
sorry.
sure, no problem. Yes,
I'll
yes,
just,
yes.
I'll
Cuckoo is calling you.
just one
Yeah, you
minute,
can
okay?
turn off the camera while you are doing that.
How to do that?
So, side में एक
Okay,
symbol
okay,
can have.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm giving you. I'm giving you.
Enjoying the live. Hi, Laksh. Yes, is this live? Yes, you will be able to access this complete episode. I will be putting it up on my Instagram feed and also on my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to know that you are enjoying the live. Uh, hi,
Okay, you wait.
Cuckoo.
And give me space. Okay.
Dr. Neelam is saying so sweet. I think Cuckoo has a fan club now.
She's my sister-in-law. The supporter, family supporter.
Nepotism rocks.
Yeah. Okay, so here is the guest of honor.
Hi, Cuckoo.
Hi.
Sorry, Cuckoo, I can't see you, but I'm giving you flying kisses. There's some glitch here, but I'm not able to see you. I can hear you, but you can say hi.
You want to ask how are you?
Hi. I'm sorry, I can't see him, so I don't know what he's trying to convey. He'll have to
Anyway,
speak.
now back to me. The back to me. The focus has come back to the author.
Okay,
Okay,
your turn.
so my next question to you is can you share the one place you find most inspiring to write in the night? And you cannot answer your bed or bedroom, okay?
One inspiring space.
Yes.
I can show it to you. It's right behind me. Can you see this rocking chair?
Uh-huh. So that's your
That's that. Yeah, that's one of my favorite place spots. and the early morning writing happen here. So every morning when I get up, the first half an hour or 1 hour I spend writing over here in this
That
spot.
you need to go here.
You need to go here where?
Here.
I need to go to the kitchen and bring more water for him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll just bring some more water. I'm really sorry, guys. Okay, this is
No, no,
happening,
it's okay.
but
We completely
mother
understand.
comes first, author
Yes.
comes later. Okay, you can carry on with Cuckoo till then.
Hi, Cuckoo. How are
Fine.
you?
Fine.
Are you very thirsty?
Yes.
Okay, mom is going to get some water for you. You'll feel better after that. I was showing everyone the rocking chair. Do you want to see it too? Can you see it? The rocking chair?
Yes.
Yes. All right, I'm back. Okay, your turn. What's the question for me?
Yes. So, since we are focusing on LGBT books today, I want to ask you about a recommendation, an LGBTQ book or movie that you watched or read and enjoyed.
First one is Dostana, and there's a lot
Hmm.
of Dostana vibes in this book also. But yeah, I loved Dostana, and book. Yeah, there's one book, Aristotle and Dante discover the
What
secrets
about
of
two?
universe. So that
Two?
book is a very nice book, and especially for the teenagers who are just trying to, figure out, or
We
who have.
have moms commenting here. I think they are able to relate to your current situation. Hashtag mom life.
And I believe in keeping it real, so I am not trying to, shoo him away or anything. I just keep him around because, when you are a mother, everything takes a back seat. And like I said at the start of the live as well, that after 30 minutes, this boy is going to take over. Until now, when he doesn't ask me to stop the live, everything is
Yeah.
okay.
A jar of cookies is saying hi, beautifuls. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So you were recommending us
Yeah,
an
a book
LGBTQ.
that is Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of universe. So that is a book where the main characters are two teenagers who have identity issues. They're still trying to open up and understand what is it like, what are their preferences, what are their likings, and what they go through during that whole episode and that thing. So it's a very nice book, especially for teenagers. They should definitely read it. It's a fiction, but they should really read it to get the gist of what goes through the mind.
Okay. Okay. Great recommendation. Thank you. I will check it out. And of course, Dostane is one of my favorite movies too.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, and I think I wrote in my review also, or I told you personally also maybe that this book very much has Dostana vibes
Yeah.
because three best friends staying together, like it's a dream, right?
Nah, but I just wanted to keep it different over here. So, like you said, Hatke. So maybe that was the Hatke thing that came in when that was just like a passing thought where I felt that in today's world where anything can happen, a boy loves a boy and it's very open, a girl loves a girl and it's very open, and we are accepting of this thing. So why not, when we talk about love triangles, why is it always the two boys fighting for one girl? Why can't it
Hmm.
be the other way around? That a boy
Yeah,
and a girl, both are fighting for the same girl. Why is it not possible? In this world, it is possible when we are accepting, right? So why can't we have this situation over here? And I did not want to make it like opening up or that kind of a story. I just wrote it in a way where it's already there. I have uh, how do I explain it? Like it's there.
yeah,
It's already there. It's acceptable and it's relatable. See, I'm just saying a lot of things right now.
it's okay. We'll move on to the next question then.
Okay, it's my right.
Yes,
Well,
yes, yes.
it's my turn, right? Which poem from the collection resonates to you on a personal level?
I think all the poems where I am addressing the moon, or using moon as the metaphor to convey the message, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever the moon is making an appearance, all those poems are my favorites.
Yeah.
And including the one that you read out, Scars to Your
That's
Beautiful. That's also one of my favorites too.
That's really nice. Moon is something that evokes a lot of emotions, you know, because it's so beautiful and it's calm and there's tranquil in the night and you're just watching the moon. It's really nice. It will, like, for a writer, it's a very good time.
Yeah, yeah, it's my
Most
favorite movie.
night
Yeah.
owls for thing.
Yes. Okay. My next question to you is, again, I'm going to repeat what I already said, but your story does have a lot of Dostana vibes. So, can you now recommend a movie which focuses on friendship or a book?
Movies, I can say there are a lot. Dil Chahta Hai, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, uh, and what was that? Uh, Three Idiots. And there's also all right. And there's one more movie which I have still not able. I want to watch it, but I have not able to get myself to watch it after the demise of Sushant Singh Rajput. But his movie Chichore,
It's
yeah,
very good. Yeah.
yeah, I want to watch it, but I'm still not. You know, I'm still hung up on that thing that it happened. So that is also one movie. Like if someone has watched, maybe like that is also a very good friendship movie. Books, I think. There's one series, roommate situation, and what was the second one in that? There are two books in that series written by Katie Bailey. So
Okay.
it's more of a family kind of thing, like brother sister. They fall in love with some other people, but it's like first the sister's love story and then the brother's love story. But the
Okay.
sister's best friend is the brother's girlfriend. So it's a nice friendship story. Um, I think yeah.
There's one more also that's coming to my mind. It has a movie adaptation also, and it's a book series again.
Mm.
It's called Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, where a group of girls, high school friends they are, and they are separating for the summer, and they are going to different parts of the world for their summer, and they decide to share a pair of jeans, where one week one particular friend will have that one pair of jeans where they are all sharing the same jeans, and they are also along with the pair of pants they are sending to the other person, they share their experiences and how their life is going on.
Yeah, that's
Really
and when that's a really interesting premise. And when we are talking about this friendship, how can we forget friends?
fun. Yes, true. Yes, that's
One,
another
but you
series.
know, if you like Friends, also there's one more recommendation that I can give you. You can watch Seinfeld. That is also, it was before Friends, and it's way more subtler compared to Friends, but it's awesome. If you do watch Seinfeld, you'll
Okay.
start thinking like which one is better. Should I select Friends or should I select Seinfeld?
Okay, okay. Oh, I have to check this out
Yeah.
then. Thank you for the recommendation.
I was
Okay, your turn.
Okay,
Or is it my turn? No, no. My last question to you is,
it's my turn.
why? No, is it yours or is it mine?
Oh no.
Yours.
I,
Yes, right. I
huh.
asked for the recommendation. Yes.
Okay. Is there any specific ritual or routine that you follow before you start writing?
I I have this habit of going to my Amazon KDP dashboard or going on the page of my books and checking the bestsellers rank. It motivates me whenever I'm about to start writing something new, not every day, but when I'm going to start working on something new content or new story or new poetry or new blog post, I go to the dashboard and check how my book is going. So that really motivates me कि चलो अब इतना तो हो रहा है. Now people want more, so that's really boost for me.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you always want to see results, and the way authors can see results is dashboard
Yes.
and review. Reviews,
Yes.
reviews. I always say this like in every live or everyone I meet, like please leave a review. Only one word, two words, whatever it is, but please leave a review. Authors really appreciate it, and that is the only way. If you like an author, and you want that author to, you know, be read by many more people, your reviews can only help us.
Exactly.
So please do write a review on our books.
If you are reading our books, please leave a review.
Please.
You can
Yes.
also, if you are shy to share your reviews, you can always reach out to us on DM also and tell us whether you like
Yeah.
the book or not.
Yeah. Like only 1 or 2 words. We don't want like full paragraphs or anything. Only 1 or 2 words is also okay. But please do write a
Yeah,
review. It really helps us.
exactly. Yes. Okay, your last question. No, my last question to you. As an author myself, I know that this is something that we dream of. So I want to know your ideal star cast for Love, Lies, and Best Friend Ties.
Because I like Dostana so much, and also it has Dostana vibes. Rena would definitely be Priyanka Chopra because I just love her.
Okay, yeah, she would
what
make a really good Hannah,
what
I
she
think.
was and
Yeah.
what she is now, and how she has navigated through this path, and really, really adore how she has reached where she is right now. So for me, definitely, if ever this book gets adapted, I will, I will go for Priyanka Chopra as Rana. Uh, Sachi would be Katrina Kaif. Because
Hmm.
all that, you know, the way Sachi is and the quirkiness. And Rajiv. Rajiv, I want kind of a feminist person, but yet humble, but not very humble. Ranveer Singh.
I was so sure because you said feminist, तो मेरे दिमाग में पहले ही रणवीर
Hello,
सिंह ही आया.
because Rajiv helps Sachi throughout the book and
Yeah,
throughout
yeah.
the story,
He's
and how
wonderful.
with
Yeah. He's such an amazing friend to
very
me.
Hey.
good fit.
Okay. That brings us to the end of today's conversation. Yeah. As always, I think we were laughing more than we were talking, but I think we
No.
also had an audience who appreciates it.
Huh? I repeated. My teacher said
Mhm.
my car.
What did your teachers say?
What?
They say cars.
They say cars. Which cars?
Some race cars.
Some race cars. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Can you give mommy 5 minutes? Mommy will be
No,
done.
no, no.
Okay.
Lakshya is agreeing with us. She was very beautiful. I think he's saying that Priyanka
Priyanka.
Chopra was very beautiful in
She
Dostana. Yeah.
is, not was.
Yes, present continuous tense.
Yeah.
Okay, Namita, I have to say thank you for joining me again. Though
Yes.
we had, a few glitches and I'm not able to see you, I'm sure you are smiling.
Yeah.
So thank you for.
Someone gave a comment. I was thinking to read it, but I forgot. But someone just yeah. Yeah, the comment is pricked inside. But your smile makes me think every time another joke is coming. I like the way you enjoy humor, Namita.
That's Tanvi. Her
Tanvi.
user had been tricked inside, but that's Tanvi. Yeah, I also remember reading that comment. She said about you that your smile makes us think that another
So,
joke is coming.
yes.
That's very true, Namita. And I have to add that in every photo also of yours, when I look at your smile, I know that there is some mischief going on in your head. कुछ तो मतलब जोक चल रहा है. कुछ तो टेढ़ा चल रहा है दिमाग में.
You know, I'll tell you. I know we are over time already, but I'll have, when we are talking about smiles, I have to add this thing over here. I'll take this platform to talk about it. Since childhood, I used to smile like this. Like I would, I'll show all my teeth and all, and I'll have these lines, and there will be two rasgullas. Then I went to college, and someone just commented that, why are you always showing your teeth? When you smile, you should not show your teeth. So, and that hit me a lot. And she, you look so ugly when you're showing your teeth. And I said, fine. And since then, when I was smiling, I used to smile like this.
Okay.
I
Oh.
took that so much, and it hit my brain. And after that, throughout my college pictures, if you'll see, I'm coming. That my pictures are like this. Then when I met my husband, he told me one time, like when we were just in courtship period, and he was like, why do you smile like this? I don't think that's original. You have to smile normally because this looks very artificial. Then it reflected like maybe I just took that, like someone was just vile and evil about it, and
Hmm.
they may have some their personal problems and they put it on me, but there's someone who
Hmm.
is appreciating it. And since then, since that day, since that moment, I started to smile like I always do. And from that time onwards, every person, everyone who has spoken to me or who knows me, if they see a picture without my teeth on it, they'll be like, "Kuch hua hai kya?"
Okay,
So,
that's a really interesting anecdote that you have shared with us. I'm so happy you shared it because it's my God, again, your anecdote also has so many social messages out here.
yeah. So, so I want to take this platform to talk about it, that if you smile with your teeth showing and everything, and whatever is the shape of your teeth, it doesn't matter. You have to feel it from inside. I can hear you. Give me a moment.
Okay, okay. He's getting a bit restless. I can understand. You have been giving me attention for a while.
See, even
Let's.
physically I'm doing this. This is okay. I think mother has to take over now. So, and
Yeah.
I just want to
Thank you
thank
for joining me, Namita, and thank you everyone else for also for your patience. And I apologize again for the slight delay. Hope you all had fun. The episode will be up on my Instagram feed and my YouTube channel. Thank you,
thank
everyone. Have a great week.
and thank you. Love you guys. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Thank you. Bye.